Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. It's Adrian Hunter from over here at PipedreamHookah, and I'd like to welcome you to this new little show I've decided to start, and we're going to call this The Pipeline. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I'm not exactly sure what this show is going to be yet. I had the idea for it a couple weeks ago, and I've kind of been thinking about what I wanted to do with it, and I haven't come up with any real solid outlines. Long story short, I don't even know what I'm doing. What I do know is the most basic concept. What I really wanted to do is put together some type of a weekly show where I could kind of inform everyone in the community about cool things that are happening within our community and the industry alike, whether it be new reviews from different reviewers that you guys may follow, but maybe you miss them on the YouTube suggested page, or maybe it's some new product that came out and maybe you guys should know about it. Maybe there's a reviewer that's going to do a review on that product and you guys need to be made aware of that. I wanted this to be a place where I could do stuff like that, but I've had other ideas for the show as well, like having other people come on with their own mixes, stuff like that. I'm really not sure what the show is going to be yet, so we're just going to do it. I've got it written out here, and this isn't just a prop. I actually wrote the show out. You probably can't see that, but we're going to go ahead and do the show, and what I want you guys to do is just let me know what you thought of it. Maybe this is something you want to see more of, maybe you don't want to see it. I'll take any suggestions. We're going to call this episode The Pipeline Beta number 1. I'm going to do this in a sequence of series, with different episodes in a series. But this is just going to be like pre-series jitters type stuff, because to be honest, I don't think these first few episodes are going to go very well. That said, let's go ahead and dive right into the show, and we're going to start with our opener, and I think I want to start with probably something that's on everyone's mind, especially people who couldn't have made it to this specific event, and I'm talking about TPE, the Tobacco Expo, out, and I believe it's in somewhere in California. I haven't really done my homework on that, because I'm here in Michigan. I haven't had a chance to go to the TPE Expo at all. This is something that I'd like to do next year, but I wasn't able to make it happen this year. Luckily for me, a gentleman that goes by the name of Rob, and he's from an awesome YouTube channel called DudeWheresMyHookah. I definitely recommend checking it out. I'll leave a link to it down in the description for you guys if you don't already know about that guy. But he actually did have the chance to go to TPE this year, and I went ahead and hit him up, asked him, hey dude, you got any news for me? Is there anything cool going on at TPE? Turns out the answer is yes. Rob was nice enough to give me some information to give to you guys who, like me, probably weren't able to make TPE this year. So to begin with, Zomo actually came out with what looks like 4 new flavors. If I can get a hold of it, I'll get a picture for you guys, put it right there so you can see what's up. The 4 new flavors are going to be we've got Dragon Wall, Strong Red. Looks like it's going to be some type of a strawberry flavor with some mint in there maybe. The strong flavors do tend to have that menthol kick. It is a Brazilian tobacco. Madagascar Forest, which I have no clue what that's supposed to be, but it sounds like it's probably going to be kind of delicious because it's Zomo. And Ibiza Sensations. I'm not very good at reading English, but you can probably see it right there if I remember to link the photo and I wasn't stupid. But yeah, that should be pretty exciting for everyone who has enjoyed the Zomo brand so far. And beyond the new Zomo flavors that we got this year that we're showing at TPE, it also appears that we have some new Mazaya stuff. There's a few of those Kingdom pipes that were released, among a few other things. I think the hexagon charcoals are on display out there right now. And there may be a few other things that Rob wasn't able to tell me, but hopefully that kind of clues you guys into some of the stuff that's going on over there at TPE right now for any of you who weren't able to make it. Oh, and a big thank you to Rob from DudeWheresMyHookah for helping me out with that, because without him, I'd have no freaking clue what's going on over in, hopefully, California, because that's what I've been saying this whole time, at TPE. Now for what I'd like to call the feature of this beta episode number 1, where I kind of pick out one product or one subject, and I'm just going to kind of go over that one thing for a minute or so and just give my thoughts, maybe give some community feedback, since I'm lucky enough to be pretty interwoven into the hookah community on Facebook and YouTube and all that. And I'm just going to cut right to the chase. The product that we're going to be looking at as the feature product for today is going to be the Phoenix HMD. I'm sure if you troll around in those Facebook groups like the Hookah Lounge, Hookah Unbiased, Hookah Enthusiasts, Hookah Gen, Circle of Friends, whatever, I'm sure you've seen this this heat management device being teased and everything, and you probably know that I'm pretty sure it's actually out now. Pre-orders should be going out. If they haven't, they'll be going out very shortly, and I've actually had mine for almost a month now, so I've had the chance to use it, and I have some opinions. I'll go deeper into my opinions when I drop my full-length review. That'll be in 2 weeks from next Wednesday, I believe, is when I have that scheduled to come out. But I do want to go over some community thoughts that the the general hookah community has provided. Just so any of you who don't troll around on the Facebook groups and everything, you might not know this stuff yet. So if I had to sum up what the community thinks of this product in a few words. I'd use the words heavily divided. Some people say that this is one of the best heat management devices they've used. They just put 3 to 4 cubes in it, put the lid right on top of your bowl, you're good to go. This does have a 2.5 inch groove, so it's going to fit in your smaller bowls as well as sit nicely on top of your 3 inch bowls as well. It'll have some wiggle to it with no tobacco, but once you pack it up to the rim, this little cylinder circle thing right here, it's going to dip into the tobacco a little bit, and it's going to create a little bit of friction, so this isn't going to move around so much. But there's also some people that say this thing never quite gets up to heat. It takes too long to heat up. It can be kind of weird to try to pull off of it, because if you mess your bowl pack up, this spire just happens to go directly over the spire of the funnel bowl that you're using it with, which creates an obvious issue. You see, if maybe I can draw this. So surprise, surprise, I'm not a very good drawer, but hopefully you can see what's going on here. Now what we have here is our funnel bowl, and maybe you can kind of roughly see this, but I've drawn it to show you the pack and kind of a side angle on the Phoenix HMD. Now I found that if you pack the tobacco too high and the rim is touching the tobacco but there's no room for airflow inside of the bowl, you can have this issue where your draw is going to be wide open. You're going to get plenty of airflow. The thing is of course you're going to get good airflow. This spire in the middle of this bowl gives you a direct outlet to the air in the room around you, which is going to cause an issue where you're not going to know if you packed the bowl wrong because your draw is always going to be good. So after like 15 minutes and you're not getting any clouds, you're going to be like, well, what the hell? But if I'm being completely honest, I would say most of the good outweighs the bad from what I've heard from the community. I'm not going to go any deeper on what I think about the product because that would completely spoil the full-length review I have coming out on this product. So let's move on to the end segment of this video. This is going to be very simple. I just want to highlight some of the reviews that the community has been nice enough to put out for all of us. There have been a lot of reviews that were dropped this week, so I'm not going to be able to name all of them. However, all of the reviews that I have had the chance to see and I'm aware of, I've left links to those down in the description as well as what they are listed above it, so you're not just clicking on random links. But some of the reviews that I would really like to highlight for you guys are going to be 2 of Zach from Strictly Shisha's newest reviews. He just did the Sheikah Dual Legend 4.5 hookah and the Sheikah Washable Hose 4.5. He dropped both of those reviews, and for those of you who don't know, Zach dropping 2 reviews in a week is kind of unheard of. So that's like Christmas in January. But I definitely recommend checking those out, especially if you're in the market for a Sheikah pipe. In the up-and-coming category of hookah reviewers, you got Dan Partridge from Chef Dan's Hookah. He actually just did a really nice review on Afzal's the cappuccino flavor, and it was a pretty decent looking review. I actually want to try the cappuccino out for myself. He does say that it comes across as a less sweet cappuccino with more coffee notes, but I definitely go check that out for yourself, see if it's something you might be interested in picking up. Oh, really quick, shameless self-promotion. Me and Matt Deason over at the AM Hookah podcast, speaking of all this Rob from Dude Where's My Hookah talk, we just had him as a guest last Monday, and it's going to be up on the AM Hookah podcast channel. There's a link to that in the description. I'd check that out if you haven't checked out the podcast yet. And to finish up those plugs, we've also got Hookah Drew dropping 2 new reviews, and he drops reviews pretty sporadically, so they're easy to get. It's easy to miss those reviews. But he actually just released a haze review and an ugly review. I'll leave the links to those separate flavors down in the description as well. You guys, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully this was worth your while to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice weekend, everybody, and as always, happy smoking. Oh, you guys are still here, huh? Well, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I actually recorded this part of the video before the video you just watched. I'm actually in the middle of writing, you probably can't see that, writing out the script for the video you just watched like 2 seconds ago. But since you're here after the bumper screen, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more episodes of the pipeline like this. But more importantly, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't like this content, I would really appreciate it if you'd head down there in the comments below and give me any type of feedback on this style of hookah related content that I'm doing here. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, which is weird to say because I'm actually about to say it in like 10 minutes, time inception and all that. But I would love to hear your feedback, even if it's, hey Adrian, I think this is garbage, you need to stop doing this show, or even if it's something completely obscene and rude for the sake of being rude, like, hey, you're fat, I'm fine with that. Just let me know what's going on in your head, give me some feedback in the comments below. That said, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy smoking.